securing 30% of the total vote in the initial estimates. No actual results, we have to stress, has been declared as yet. But within the past hour, Le Pen addressed cheering supporters at party headquarters.
Ladies and gentlemen, the people have spoken out, and France can now hold her head high. This vote confirms what has not been confirmed by official observers, that the National Front is now the leading party in the country.
Let's take a look at the campaign points, which party leader Marine Le Pen there appealed to voters with.
Merci, Madame Merkel, de nous faire le plaisir de venir aujourd'hui avec votre vice-chancelier, administrateur de la province France. La construction européenne, petite au départ, animée de bonnes intentions sûrement, mais qui peu à peu détournée de ses objectifs initiaux, est devenue un terrible catalyseur de la violence de la mondialisation. Trouver la maîtrise de nos frontières, seule politique efficace. Le refus absolu du fondamentalisme islamique doit être proclamé haut et fort par quiconque tient la vie et la liberté pour les valeurs les plus précieuses.
Well, of course, the voting is taking place in the wake of the Paris terror attacks 3 weeks ago. The current refugee crisis in Europe is also likely to have an impact. Success in the regional elections is a key step on the road to the presidential race in 2017. Let's go live now to Paris and to RT contributor Anna Baranova for more on what we've been seeing. Hi, Anna. The right-wingers were predicted to do well, but the exit poll successes appear to be even surprising to them.
Absolutely, Yunan. Good evening to you. Marine Le Pen has already been quoted saying that the results have exceeded their own expectations, and everyone was expecting that they would do very well in 2 regions, and we're talking about 6 regions now. So the 2 stronghold positions that Marine Le Pen and her niece Marion Le Pen hold are in Picardy-Nord-Pas-de-Calais, which is in the north of France, and then way down in the south of France, Provence-Côte d'Azur. There, they've scored 41% with Marine Le Pen up north and 42% down south. That is a lot. In the overalls, we're talking about the National Front scoring about 30%, which again is quite a lot because no one has won in the first round previously. There is going to be a second round next Sunday on the 13th of December, so we're waiting for that. But even now, the results are quite surprising to many. Now, this has been anticipated by so many people here in France, because in France it is forbidden to speculate on the elections on the election day. So the media was tiptoeing around the facts of what was going on, but no one actually knew where all of this was heading. Regional government doesn't hold that much power. We're talking about public transport, education, professional training, tourism, these sort of aspects. But of course, everyone sees this election as a runner-up to the presidential election, which will be taking place here in France next spring in 2017. And the numbers are showing now that the National Front is surprisingly, even for the National Front, doing very well here in France. Many link this to the tragic events that took place here in Paris in November. And Marine Le Pen's stance, she was softer than, say, in January when the Charlie Hebdo attacks took place. She expelled her father from the party to sort of give the National Front a softer face. And it seems to appeal to a very wide audience here in France, once again. 30% of the French population have voted for the National Front in the regional elections. And they have 6 regions now. So I've already mentioned the one up north, Picardy-Nord-Pas-de-Calais, the one down south, Provence-Côte d'Azur. There's Alsace-Champagne-Ardenne-Lorraine. There's Bourgogne-Franche-Comté. Saint-Val-de-Loire and Languedoc-Roussillon-Midi-Pyrénées. And you can see that the names sound peculiar. They're too long. This is due to the fact that regions have been combined. Certain regions have been sort of stuck together, to say so. There were 22, now there are just 13. And one of the first steps of the regional government would be to actually give them proper names, because as things stand right now, it's a little bit tricky for us journalists to even go through the names.
OK, on what's been a startling night, really, for the country's two mainstream parties in particular, as Front National take the lead as we just await for official confirmation. Anna Baranova, RT contributor in Paris, thank you for that. Well, many are stating that the turn away from the ruling party is a, quote, punishment vote against the